on the payroll, right? It's something that I bought it. I think I bought it initially for the Bleiweiss financial value of whatever.
All right, and so the screen is changed now. We are here in the quarterfinals. For those of you just joining us, I'm Gavin Verhead here with Joey Pascoe of TG Taps fame, and we are here bringing you the match between Alex Bertoncini and Sherwin
Alex right there.
Alex, you can see him right now. He's on the right. He's playing his trademark rug deck, tested and true. Last year he played Jund forever. Now he's been playing rug forever. It's finally paid off. And he's done really well this event, made a couple small tweaks and innovations, and put it into a top 8 along with 3 other rug players. On your left, Sherwin. Sherwin is playing mono red in this event. He's going to be able to get some quick starts, and Alex not like his chances here, but we've seen Alex pull out some pretty miracles in the rest of the tournament. So we'll see if he can pull one off here. It's bound to be an exciting matchup.
This is my cube, we'd get a free mulligan.
Dude, we should cube draft.
Oh my god, drop off cube battle, right?
Prepare yourself, and once again, for those of you who are in the chat right now, we're going to be giving away premium, 3 months of premium in this quarterfinal match. And so watch it and look in the chat room, try and respond to some questions and see if you can win. Additionally, we are going to, the quarterfinals is going to be played tonight.
Good luck. It's almost like 50 to 1.
We're going to give you this match, which should hopefully get done fast, and maybe we can move to another match after that. Regardless, we'll be back in the morning at 8 a.m. for the semifinal matchups. We don't know what those are yet, obviously. These are the quarterfinals. But we'll play the semifinals and then start immediately into Legacy. Should be a great day of Magic. See the end of this event, see the birth of maybe some new Legacy archetypes that people are going to play, and it should be an exciting day tomorrow, so make sure to tune in. Also, we'll be dropping hints all day with, we've got little sealed envelopes, we'll be dropping hints all day as to who the mystery writer is. It's coming to Star City Games on Monday. So you want to make sure to check that out. All right.
I'm like so curious.
Yeah, I know. They would not tell us, no matter how hard we asked.
Yeah,
all
well,
right.
I guess that's part of the fun, is us trying to guess too.
It is true. All right, so the players have both taken their 7. Let's see what we got over here. So it looks like a lot of lands in Sherwin's hand, but I'm pretty sure I saw a Goblin Guide, which is the card you want to have if you're mono red.
Are you okay? Look at this.
For those of you asking on Twitter, 8 a.m. Pacific time, so we'll be back in the morning. 8 a.m. Pacific, here in California.
So sick if you can, obviously.
That's why Jay should only a 1 of it.
Mowing the 5 on top.
All right, so
sorry about that whammy.
So yeah, in Sherwin's hand, I see a Lightning Bolt. If I saw a Goblin Guide, a Burst Lightning for sure. And Alex is taking a mulligan here.
By the way, that's the Black Lotus on the back of his cards.
Yeah.
What's really good?
Just in case the video quality isn't so good.
We heard you like Jace. We put more Jace in your hands. So you Jace while you
Alex
mulligan.
is speaking of Black Lotus, Alex is the Star City Games Player of the Year last year. He picked up a full set of Power 9, and with the top 8 in this event, he's aiming to try and go for a repeat performance.
Yeah, he's gearing up for it. He's right off the bat. What was it, 13th place last week? He was definitely in top 16 last week at Kansas City.
Yep.
Here he is, top 8.
And I mean,
guys.
And he lives on the East Coast, I believe, right? So
he's from New York.
Yeah, so he's been flying out to these events. Like, he honestly really cares. Is that only 5 cards?
Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like he mulliganed twice. Alright, he's keeping, but he's got preordained to make everything okay.
So he goes Island preordained.
I mean, I'm sure the thing is that Alex knows this is a bad matchup for him. And he's like, well, I have to get a good hand or I'm not going to be able to win.
He looks like he's got all land in his hand.
Yeah. Well.
He's got, I see, 2 islands of Raging Ravine, which he just played. Sherwin, meanwhile, went Mountain. Is that Spike Shot Elder?
Spike Shot Elder, yeah.
Spike Shot Elder.
So maybe it wasn't the Goblin Guide I saw. I think it was Spike Shot Elder instead.
Yeah, I think he would have certainly went with the Goblin Guide.
Oh, yeah. Certainly. Yeah, it looks like 4 lands. Or was that 3 cards, 4 cards? Yeah, 4 lands in Bertoncini's hand.
Yeah. Copperline Gorge, 2 islands.
And Sherwin has no play, but he's probably waiting to see if a Lotus Cobra comes out or something.
Yeah.
And that Elder's actually pretty threatening. It'll knock off all the Lotus Cobras that Alex plays. It can deal with a lot of things. And it looks like we've got top 8 deck lists. So let's.
So this is actually not the list
that's not
that we thought it was. So as far as the blue-white list, this looks like a more traditional.
This looks very close to Brian Kibler's deck, but we'll
even
go
got
to
the
that
Sunblast
later.
Angel.
So he does have Sunblast Angel on the sideboard. That's kind of techy. But anyway, let's go to the matchup that we're playing right now.
Right on.
Alex and Sherwin Poo. So Alex has definitely talked about before today. He's got that 1 Garrick. He's got He's got some burst lightning to have a little extra burn, help out matchups just like this one. Otherwise, it's pretty stock. Nothing really out of the ordinary in Alex's deck. In Sherwin Poo, he's playing mono red, something you haven't seen for a while. He's got all the usual suspects, plus a couple of different things. He's got Goblin Guide, Plated Geopede, Kargan Dragon Lord, Spike Shot Elder, Bolt, Burst Lightning, some Searing Blaze, Arc Trail, which we saw just be a blowout earlier today.
So Alex just played an Oracle of Maldaya, revealing an Explorer on the top of his deck and playing an Island from his hand.
It's funny because Alex was in here earlier and he's like, yeah, I can never hit on Oracle of Maldaya.
Yeah.
And it certainly didn't go against that here. And I'm sure Sherwin's just going to bolt that, or Searing Blaze, or Arc Trail.
Yeah, it's Arc Trail.
And Sherwin aggressively is just like, get that out of here. We don't need none of that business.
That's right.
Yeah, otherwise...
He's just serving with the Spike Shot Elder.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have.
Now he's got a Basilisk Collar.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say there's one Basilisk Collar in Sherwin Poo's deck. He's got no way to find it. He's just one for value. You can put it on your Spike Shot Elders and go to town.
And that brings up an interesting question, which Smitty from 60cards.com actually mentioned on Twitter earlier today. Was if you have a singleton in your list and it wins you one game in an event, is it worth including?
Well, how many times am I drawing?
I don't know.
If I just draw it one time and I win that game, I'd say it's worth including.
I'm sure there's a lot of variables to that, but it is an interesting thing. Like if you draw it every round once, you have a dead card, and then one time it actually wins your game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more interesting in sideboards because you can be like, is this one sideboard slot that's good for this one matchup worth including if you only board it in X amount of the time?
Wow.
Anyway, meanwhile
it
looks like Alex has recovered pretty well from his mulligan to 5. He's sitting at 14 life with 2 Frost Titans on the battlefield. Sherwin did not manage to get that great of a start. He does a Spike Shot Elder, and if he hits a 3rd land, he can start gaining some life, but he can't shoot the Frost Titans.
Yeah, because their 2 lands are tapped down.
2 lands are tapped down, and he's got both those Titans. They're just going to keep getting locked down. It's going to be a rough world for Alex Burton.
Does it say ability?
For Sherwin Poo, actually.
No, well, it's a rough world for Alex Bertoncini. But yeah, Sherwin. Or sorry, no, it's right. It's
But I mean, Sherwin's got the. Apparently, Alex is looking up at his name.
Pooh,
I'm not sure.
And Sherwin is cackling.
I don't know what they're laughing at.
I'm sure they're just laughing at the ridiculousness of the situation.
Yeah.
I just lost it. You did? Oh, uh-oh.
All right, so Sherwin's like, all right, new plan, gotta burn you out. So he points 2 lightning bolts at Alex's head and drops him to 8 or 7.
14, huh?
And Alex is thinking about what he's gonna do with those Frost Titans.
Mountain.
Serves with Ravine. Decides to be
Wow.
aggressive, and yeah, he just packs it in. How about that?
Mulligan to 5 with
What a game.
Pretty terrible 5 even.
Yeah,
and,
pretty terrible 5. And he just drew the Frost Titans he needed. There
Right.
they were. Alex has got to be relieved to take that in game 1. What is a pretty bad matchup for him.
Well, keep in mind Sherwin didn't seem to have the best hand either, because all we saw from him was a couple of burn spells and a Spike Shot Elder and a Basilisk Collar. You know what I mean? He didn't really have much gas.
Don't tell me how many cards you got. How many 14?
As far as I'm concerned, it was just Elder, coming over.
11. You can't do math. 11.
Man. Well, let's see what happens after sideboard, I guess. Wow. What a game.
Yeah, it looks like they're having a lot of fun though. A lot of laughter, and that's good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in a game like that, what can you do but just be like, whatever, like, you got me, you know?
I just want to make sure they're all.
But it's just good to see, like, because I mean, it's a situation where you want to take things seriously, but at the same time, it's a game. You just made top 8. Have fun. Like, it's great to see like a lighthearted kind of mood to the players rather than any kind of seriousness. At least I like that. I appreciate seeing the players laughing and having a good time.
We were actually talking about this earlier, how I feel like a lot of the players like Adam Prozac and Brian Kibler just legitimately have fun while they're playing. Even at the highest levels of competition, they have a good time doing what they're doing.
Yeah. So if Kibler's nickname is the Dragon Master, Are Squadron Hawks dragons, or you know, they're the new dragons?
Yeah, I guess Hawks are the new dragon.
Dragon Hawks.
Dragon Hawks.
Four
Just
lands,
wait,
and
we'll
then
see
it was
something
Frost
eventually.
Titan. Not my fault.
I mean, they're like little dragons.
The tiniest dragon.
Right.
God, that's
They're whittled dragons,
Judge,
as in they whittle away at your lifetime.
opponent is heckling me. Make him leave me alone.
My opponent's telling me
You're
that he's top
keeping
deck.
runs by the booth. Not sure.
Chapin, who finished X2-1 today, I believe.
Yeah, it sucks because he was doing so well all day and got eliminated from top 8 contention in like I guess round 8, I think.
this video would be interesting right there with the rating though.
He was piloting a blue blacklist. For those of you wondering, which should be up on
Couldn't get any better than 5-card hand.
Star City. I
Four
mean,
lands.
I don't know if he top 16 or not. Maybe it won't be up, but he may talk about it in his article. I
Four
wouldn't be
lands preordained. I
surprised.
preordained. Looked at the top 2 cards. 2 lands, but on the bottom, drew land.
Yeah, I mean, he said he just took a pretty stock blue blacklist and just like, all right, well, I'm here, let's play it. But maybe that means he got something spicy brewed up for tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, it's very possible. You know, he flew out here for this event. He's like, well, standard whatever, but legacy probably have a sweet deck for
Could
you,
you have sold
right?
Yeah.
the first Frost Titan? The first one? No. But like, I mean, if you kill the Frost Titan, I mean, it definitely changed.
Well, like, I would have drawn one less mountain.
Sure.
Probably I would just die.
Man, so I mean, Alex takes that. Do you think he's got a chance in this matchup now? I mean, he got game 1.
He
the
obviously
momentum's
got-
in his favor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been in his favor all day.
It really has. I don't know. I'd like to see more action on Sherwin's end. I mean, really, he did not do much, and that's the thing with mono red. It's like if you see one card a turn,
If
and
if
I
it's not
shuffle
enough,
your deck and a card
you
gets
know, you don't
doesn't
have
happen.
the velocity that some of these decks do.
7
Being able to kind of cycle through their deck and dig to the cards they need. Not that Alex exactly had much velocity in that game either, but he just happened to draw 2 Frost Titans, and sometimes that's all you need. Although in the earlier match, 2 Frost Titans did nothing.
It's true.
You know, very little.
That for you guys who weren't here earlier, that match between
Sealed
Alex
two.
and Bertoncini was absolutely absurd. His opponent, it was him versus Genesis Wave, and like his opponent played Primeval Titan. Alex played Frost Titan. His opponent played
Like another
Primeval
Primeval
Titan. He played Frost Titan. His opponent played Frost Titan, and he like battled back for like
He
6
like
turns.
double bolted
His opponent
of Primeval
Right,
Titan.
double bolted Primeval Titan, and his opponent played Jace and just crept back in the game. And it went wild. The opponent could not find Genesis Wave to close the game. Alex couldn't draw anything. It was crazy. And then when everything looked impossible for Alex,
Right, because I think he had like did he have 2 Frost Titans in play at some I think, and then that was like kind of it. But his opponent I think had 2 Frost Titans that were keeping his stuff tapped down. It was nuts. And then we were sitting here talking about why is he not conceding? There's only 11 minutes left, 10 minutes left.
right, and when we talked to him later in the booth, he felt like he said he should concede. He's like, I probably should have conceded there, but he just kept playing, and he just mined out. He was like preordained, both on the bottom, draw Explore, cast Explore, find Avenger of Zendikar on the last possible turn, cast it, get a bunch of plan tokens, and managed up taking the match in basically 50 minutes. In a 50-minute game 1.
Yeah, game 1 went to 48 minutes and 49 seconds.
It was absolutely insane.
It was a classic. Now, and that's one to go back and watch when these videos go up.
Yeah, I mean,
if you missed it,
you can also
I'm gonna watch it again anyway.
Yeah, you can also just learn a lot from that match. Like, it was very high play quality, a lot of really good players, or a lot of really good plays made by 2 good players.
And just so many creatures on the board, and big creatures, big and little. There were just multiple Titans on both sides, and Lotus Cobras and Duraga Tree Speakers, and eventually the plant tokens, which ended up being all the difference in that match.
Yeah, no, the plant tokens were definitely crucial in that game.
Yeah, but if we play against each other, we gotta play Ascension instead.
And they're shuffling around.
No, I don't.
He needs to get a decent draw this time. He can't afford to just flood out and allow Alex to take the match. So we'll see. I mean, let's see. Looks like Sherwin probably brought in Flame Slash, Cunning Spark Mage, and maybe that Marker Mutant. And Alex probably got Burst Lightning, Flash Freeze, Obstinate Bailoff, Pyroclasm, and potentially Spell Pierce.
Sounds
So
about
it looks
right.
like Sherwin Poo is taking a trip to Paris, and not the good variety.
That's what happens when they start making
Sometimes you want to go to
shuffle
Paris, but not here. But yeah, and it looks like Alex is probably keeping his hands.
Yeah,
so.
he's comfortable sitting there.
Yeah, Alex looks comfortable. He's not going for a mulligan.
That hurts.
Looks like
You really don't get turned on
Adam
double
Prozac
at
is
all,
up
do you?
I
a
never
game.
get turned
Oh, awesome. I mean, personally, I know this is being unbiased, but I am kind of rooting for Prozac.
I don't think there's any reason to be unbiased. The what?
They should have asked that on the questionnaire.
I don't know. We could
Do
probably
you,
Google it and
BT
find
Dub,
out.
do you straighten your...
Google it, find out.
What
Oh, you
conditioner do
talking
you use?
about- Okay. I thought you were talking about
Do you
this.
shampoo twice? It's like...
So for all you at home who couldn't hear, Rashad Miller just
Absolutely.
asked if Sherwin Poo was the guy who bolted the leash.
I'm not sure I even remember this, so you'll have to elaborate.
Well, last year in Specialty Games Open, I don't know which one it was,
See what you got?
but it was, what happened is, what was it, Rashad? You
Heavy
bolted
infantry
the bolted
style.
leash and it was a 2-2
I
or
use
4-4 or
Mystic.
something?
Alright. Alright, go for it. Get up.
Yeah. Yes, the guy attacked with the leech, he bolted it, and then he punched in response. I googled it real fast.
I'm
I
keeping
couldn't find
track of
anything
this,
on
bro.
it. It's quite
Number
possible
one,
it could
alright.
be.
Meanwhile, looks like the game has started.
Yeah, and started quite well. Got Goblin
Yeah,
Guide this
Goblin
time.
Guide, turn 1.
And that is the card you want. It was recommended by, was it Shaheen Sarani in his article, or Ali Antrazi in his article last week, that the best way to win with mono red is just to play 8 Goblin Guides, because your odds of winning go up so drastically if you have Goblin Guide that it's better EV to play 8 and hope you don't get caught. Goblin Guide is so crucial, but it looks like he's got the Lightning Bolt here to
I'm at 17.
Deal with it.
take down that Goblin Guide.
Yeah. At least it got in for 2, so.
Yeah. Still got in.
Made Alex use a bolt.
Made Alex use a bolt. And it's back to Sherwin here. He's going for Kargan Dragonlord.
It's a nice card.
Yes. And that guy can be quite threatening if Alex doesn't have another bolt here.
Yeah, Sherwin's basically forcing Alex to have the removal.
That's it, right?
I know I was playing a game against Boros, and an opponent played Goblin Guide, and I bolted it. I was playing blue-red control, and I bolted it, and he turned to played a GOP'd, and I did not have another bit of removal, and that GOP just destroyed me in 4 turns, 4 swings. Because he just drew 4 fetch lands right after, or he played 4 fetch lands right after that. This isn't exactly the same situation, but kind of parallels it, and it shows you how, the removal, sometimes, they just don't have it.
Yeah.
But apparently in this case,
Yeah, he does.
Alex did. And
He had that Pyroclasm, which is pretty nice. Very nice indeed. And now it looks like Alex is once again in control of this game.
I see another Kargan Dragonlord.
Is that a Frost Titan I saw?
Obstinate Veil.
I don't
No,
know.
I guess not. Oh, Obstinate Bailoff.
Obstinate
Still.
Bailoff comes down. Puts Alex up to 21. Yeah, in Sherwin, I was gonna say in his hand I saw a Flame Slash, and I believe there's another Kargan Dragonlord in there, but maybe not. Yeah, isn't that it? I think on the top of his hand looks like a Kargan Dragonlord. Maybe he's waiting until he can play it and level it. He's afraid of another piece of removal. There's a Frost Titan.
Tap him out. Yeah.
Man. There's Frost Titan. Wow. I mean, Bertoncini, sorry. Bertoncini is just running hot. Able to take down this, I think Alex should get a name change. He's just running hot. It's supposed to be an alpha matchup. All of the red, blue, green decks that made top 8 of this tournament, they all said that mono red was the worst matchup they didn't want to play, but Alex is looking like he's in a pretty good position.
He goes bolt Pyroclasm
Oh,
bolt.
Avenger of Zendikar.
Good
And
luck.
Scalding time. This game is over.
Get the other match set up because this is
Unbelievable.
nuts.
Alex is over 20 life, and he has Frost Titan, Avenger of Zendikar. Unbelievable. Yep, that
That's
Sherwin
it,
just
that's
packs
it.
it in. That's
How
match.
long has it? How
One
long
time
has
I
it?
get to
Was that, how long was that? It was like 8.5 minutes or something.
That is absurd.
And it wasn't even on a red deck that
Wow.
even won. Wow. All right.
Wow.
New.
All right. Well.